Okay, back with you on the Bronx Buzz. I'm thrilled because one of my buddies is here. Looks, Stephen is a friend as well, but I know Elisa Carmona a long time, and she's been rocking the house in the Bronx for a very long time. Elisa, nice to see you.
Likewise. Hey, Gary.
It's
Thanks for
always
having
good.
me.
I'm sorry I'm not seeing you how I really like you, and that is with a microphone in front of you and you belting out something hot. But right now, you're doing something. So I'm going to set the stage. Elisa is the founder, band leader, and lead singer for the Morrisania Band Project. They sing with soul, and I said that for a reason because she's now taking it on the road, but not where you might expect. So, Elisa, tell us about Sing with Soul, which is what you do.
Yes. Sing with Soul is an enrichment arts activities program originally funded through Bronx Council on the Arts, where we go out in group settings to senior centers, nursing homes, day programs, and we perform with an older adult population. It's not necessarily for, it's with. And so they're joining us on stage, they're dancing, they're singing along with us. And we started in 2020. Here we are.
And so here's the thing. I we all know what senior citizen homes look like, and for those of us who have been fortunate enough, we also know what the Morrisania Band Project looks like. It's not like you bring in like with a tambourine and you just do it in the old people dance. You bring in the band and you're
Yes.
playing rock and soul music just like you play. Explain to me how that goes down with people who are 70, 80, and probably in their 90s.
Well, if we're lucky, we'll all get to be that age. And they say
uh,
by 2030, the senior population in New York City alone will have increased by 20%. And so, seniors experience isolation and especially during the pandemic. What Sing with Soul brings is group participation. And so, yes, the band is there. They get to do background. They get to be our dancers. They get to come up and do our shoot bops and what it is, what it is. That's our seniors.
and wow, that is so hot. That is so great. God, what were you going to say? I'm sorry. I just had to exclaim.
We, as I said, started in 2020, but closed early because of the pandemic. We got permission to go virtual. And then in 2022, we came back live and kicking on 161st Street. The
Wow.
program was for 25 participants. We had 40 and we kept them.
Wow.
And these participants from 161st Street, they are at every live concert that we do in the area. They sometimes come see us in Harlem, Fort
Wow.
Road, wherever.
And so music is a language in and of itself, and it's been documented on so many levels. And I know for myself, I told my wife, if all else fails, and God willing, I live to be a long time, just play music around me and I'll kind of like be okay even if I can't speak or I can't keep track of things or whatever else, we all. And I guess you're finding that especially with seniors, they hear sounds and rhythms that they remember from when they were kids, and it doesn't matter if they have dementia, they got old, or any number of issues. It communicates.
Yes, it increases memorization and it enhances your social, physical, and mental well being just by participating in music. Yeah, I
Yeah.
hear it releases endorphins and things.
Well, yes, and neither I don't know about you, but I'm certainly not a doctor or a biologist to be able to understand that. But I just know how it makes me feel. I gotta. Let's do this. Let's play what we're going to play one sample of the Morrisania Band Project, playing in a senior citizen center, and then we'll talk about it. And then I want to ask some specifics about the selection of music. So let's go. I don't even know where this is, but this is somewhere in the Bronx, and it is Elisa and the Morrisania Band Project rocking the house.
What it is, what it is.
All right, well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
Yeah, you see,
Shout
even
out to Concourse Plaza Wellness Center.
that was at Concourse Plaza Wellness
Yes,
Center,
in the
and
Bronx.
there were more than just that one woman who ended up getting on the
Yes,
camera there,
yes, yes.
and people were up. I just think it's great. The question I wanted to ask you: what songs work the best? What music works the best? Is there one that works better, or it just depends on who the people
It actually depends on the senior center. Everyone in New York City gives it up for soul music and funk,
are?
but I've been hit up for Frank Sinatra. It varies. Rock, and so the song selection is we typically go out with some songs, and then we invite the participants. Tell us what we need to be singing. Tell us what you want to hear. The only stipulation is you got to give something to. And if we don't know the song today, when we come back the next time, we got you.
Wow, that is really great. And I know the guys in the band, and they're all into it, right? They you to me, I wish you were here, weren't not virtual. I'd give you a hug and tell you thank you for using Bronx music for the best result. I mean, this is what we've got to be doing. I mean, because it's in our blood, man.
Thank
What
you
can I
so
tell you?
much for that, Gary.
Well, it's true. So listen, so now I want to show another clip, and this is a clip of the Morrisania Band Project. Not to say that they were limited in the senior center, but this is them. I don't know where it is. You could tell us where it is, and so we you got to see who these guys are. They're great, and they're us. They're Bronx people. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Give a little more applause.
Wow.
I like the fact that you enjoy seeing that because you don't see it from that perspective all that often. Um, two questions. Number one is um, Aretha Franklin.
Yes.
Just talk to me about the influence of Aretha Franklin on you and your music. It's like we've had this discussion, as you know,
Yes.
but talk to the audience about the Queen of Soul.
Okay, well, for starters, she's the queen of soul everywhere in the world except New Orleans. However, she set the bar as the queen of soul. She was that before she was 25 years old. Why Aretha Franklin really, really resonates with me is something from my personal story. I'm a former teen parent, which Aretha was, and I'm a high school dropout. I did go on to serve in the Air Force. I went to college, et cetera, et cetera. But that's my starting point.
Right,
And it
and
really,
needless to say, the influence of the listen. I'm a white Jewish boy from the Bronx, and she influenced me. I'll tell you, I learned how to straighten up when she sang Respect. I promise you.
right, right.
um, and then the second question, which was evident in that clip, because I hadn't. I guess it was last summer, whenever I saw you the last, and you had another singer. And so let's talk about who that singer is and why you're so good.
Wow. So that other singer is my daughter. Her
Yeah.
name is Ronnie Carmona Greaves. She is actually a founding member of Morrisania Band Project, but She took a hiatus for a time because she went to culinary school. She was in the restaurant industry working for celebrity chefs.
Yeah,
And
she was kind of having her own life while mommy was
yes,
doing her thing, which we could all appreciate.
but she always came back and forth when she could. And then, after the pandemic, she just made it like a full time thing. So she doesn't come to everything because she's still, chefing it up.
And the
But
last and the last thing mom wants to do is get in her way.
right,
Uh, but it must be a joy because I'm guessing, I think it's a pretty good guess that the two of you sang as she was growing up, and she had music around her all the time. So it must be really a joy to kind of be there and be with her. I mean, I'm sure that's,
and she actually inspires me because a lot of what she learned, I went to music and art, and I also started off as a church singer. A lot of her training came just with singing with me, and she can harmonize with anything and everything. She
wow.
can she can harmonize with a car horn.
Well, it's always that way that the kids are better than their parents. I mean,
Yes, yes.
So listen, so do we have gigs yet for the next Sing with Soul events, or we know where you're going to be?
Well, the next thing with Soul event, we are now currently waiting on funding, and I do have that pitch out there. And so I invite you to, if you would like to support our program,
Yes,
please
we
hit
do.
us
We
up
would.
with a donation. The Venmo link is in our YouTube channel, and also we will update our websites accordingly. But
Sing with Soul is what we're
that's
looking for.
we're looking for Sing with Soul. And you can catch Morrisania Band Project next January 10th at Maestro's because we
Oh,
will
really?
be celebrating our second Best of the Bronx win, two
Oh,
years
right,
in a
right.
row.
Well,
And
it should have been more years, and it'll be more. But that's great. So that's and you're going to play and perform there?
we're going to be performing,
Oh,
yes,
that's the
yes,
lucky people there at Maestro's, that's over there in, Morris Park on, January 10th, you say, in the evening?
January 10th in the evening.
And so people can come and enjoy.
They can come. I believe that there will
They
be
may
tickets
need
for
tickets or
sale.
something. Yeah, yeah. Listen, Elisa Carmona, you're the best. You know how much I love your work and how important it is, especially with what you're doing with Sing with Soul. And we will continue, you and me, and all the rest of us, trying to bring out music in the Bronx.
Thank you for having me, Gary.
Yep, you're the best. All right, that will do it for us on the Bronx Buzz. What a joy! Two great people doing great things in the Bronx. We talked to Stephen Goodstein of the Bronx Times and Elisa Carmona with the Morrisania Band Project and Sing with Soul. Grandma and Grandpa couldn't have been happier. And that'll do it. Listen, Happy New Year, everybody. Happy holidays, happy everything. Let's keep doing the right thing in the Bronx.